The journey on which I am is everlasting. It and is continuous. It does not end at any day. Yesterday I booked other dinner with a person who I kind of aspire, like that guy. He was pretty successful in the field, which not particularly in my field, but in some of the areas in which I have my interest. So he was a pretty successful person for his age. He was also on the grind thing. So I was noticing something in me and all the other, what do you say, all the other attendees or the participants of the webinar. They all were just really, listening to him, and answering the questions or everything. They were being a good student. They were being a lifelong student who were there to learn. Uh, on contrary, it was my third webinar with him because I have listened to him twice before. So this was my third time. Maybe I was spending too much money on him. Who knows? Now I've done it and I can't reverse it. But my mind was not thinking about, I need to work with him. I need to work for him someday. I can learn something more. Like he should be my mentor or something. Because I think that's what was on the mind of everybody there. My aspiration was that I want to work with him or I want him to work under me someday. That was what I was thinking about. He has worked 100 times more than me. I've not actually worked hard in my life right now, but I'll get there someday. Hopefully, what I will get there someday. But now, how can I work with him? How can I work? How can I make him work for me someday? So I can just text him on his social media that I want to work with you on something or the other. But the question there arrives from his perspective. Why would he want to work with me? Like, why would he spend his precious time with me? So that's where the question comes. Like, how do you build successful connections? How do you build actual genuine connections? Like, how do you make a very strong and successful network where people actually want to work hard, where they want to achieve goals, where they actually are self improvement suckers? How do you build that kind of connection? How do you build that kind of network? And some of the questions which can arise is how do you make these people work for you? And the answer of all these questions and one more question, or how do you be a better leader, or how do you lead all these people? There are two answers of these questions. Number one would be you should be a very communicative person. You should be communicative, like you should know how to talk to these people. You should be a very fluent, not in terms of any language. You should be able to converse with these, not communicate, converse. You should be a good conversationalist. The second one, which I think is the more important one in these two, in the both of the answers, would be to build leverage. Now, what does leverage mean? Leverage basically means that if there are two persons, like if I were to explain what I mean by leverage, there are two persons and one of them possesses five things. Like, let's say these two are shopkeepers. This person is selling five things and this person is selling those exact five things and three more. So this person is selling total of eight things and this is only five. So this guy has more leverage. It means basically a more advantage over this person. That's what leverage is. So you should build leverage, because how would that webinar guy would connect with me, would want to work with me, even and only if I have some leverage which he does not have. There's also a game of demand and supply. Like, if he is demanding your service, if he is demanding your advantage, for example, if I'm building leverage, but if that guy who I want to work with, that guy already has that kind of skill, already possesses those skills, then there's no need, then my leverage does not work on him. So, yep. So leverage, it also depends on demand and supply, but that's a different spectrum. But if we go on the basic thing, leverage is basically that you have a slight advantage over the other person. Oh, look, I have this thing, and that person wants this thing, so I have to build this thing. Like I need to have that leverage. If I need to talk to, if I need to build a connection of people who are like-minded, who are actually destined to work hard, who really want to improve themselves, who really want to be make money, who really want to be that masculine person, then I should have that leverage to talk to them, to speak with them, because everybody in their life wants to gain something from the other, right? I'm talking to that person because I want to gain something from that person. That's not how the world works. That person would also want something from me. So I have to build that leverage. How do I build that leverage? I just learn things, learn new things, learn skills, the skills which are in demand. You should be able to leverage on those. You should be able to take advantage on those things. Yeah. So I was saying that you need to build leverage. It's as simple as that. First of all, you need to be a good conversationalist. Like if you are a good conversationalist, then that can also be your leverage, because some people cannot really converse fluently. So that can also be your leverage. But I would say that both of these skills on being a good conversationalist and being and having leverage, both of these should go hand in hand. How do you build leverage? You build leverage in solitude. Yes, this can be controversial, but you need to build leverage in solitude when you are alone. Because when you're working with someone, that person, at the end of the day, you can claim that you are good, amazing friends, your best friends forever, but at the end of the day, you want to have something from that person, and that person also wants something from you, because that's how the capitalist world works. You need something from that person so that he can gain, so that you gain something from that, and he wants to gain something from you. That's how the capitalistic work works. That's how this world of capitalism, which you, if you want to rule, that's how you should play with the rules. So build a bit in solitude, learn skills. Uh, when others are out partying or just having a good time or resting, you should be there. You should be in your home, in your room, working on yourself, like how I'm trying to work on myself right now. So I can text that person right now of that webinar guy, but what do I speak? Because I don't have much leverage, he would just ignore me. So I need to build some leverage, and that's what I'll do. I'll build some leverage of myself so that when people talk to me, they can gain something from me, and when I talk to them, I can gain something from them. Because there's a difference in hierarchy. Because right now, if this is the person who I talk to, I'm here right now, and if I were to approach him right now, then I would forever be under him, because I will be working for him. But somehow I have to gain that hierarchy. I have to be in the same class, so as to there's an equal level of command, of authority, of responsibility. If when I first meet the person, I am below him, then I will always be below him. That's how the mind works. That's how our emotional quotient works. So that's why I have to build that leverage. But I still have to be in the presence. So this is a kind of I forgot the word. This is kind of not controversy. I forgot the word. So I'm in pickle right. Yes, I'm in a pickle right now. And what do I do exactly? Because I have to still stay in connection with that person. But I also have to build leverage. I'll focus both on those things. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. And the journey is amazing, and the journey continues. I have to do these things every single day in order to grow. This is sort of cringy, but I have to do it every single day, because that's how I will grow as a person. That's how I will be the best. Today I was on my diet. I just had some sweet. I had one sweet dish. It was quite could, but I just had the sense of I should not eat it, which is an improvement because otherwise I should have I would have eaten the whole thing. I just had one bite, and that also felt kind of disgusting to me. I think which is an improvement, I would say. All right, that's it. Thank you so much.